I'm Sarah from The Coming. A pleasure to have you here with us for the London Film Festival. If you could begin with a brief introduction to your film, tell us a bit about what it's about and what people can expect when they watch it.
Hello, my name is Amjad Al Rasheed. I'm a Jordanian director. I'm the writer-director of Inshallah a Boy. Inshallah a Boy is a film about a woman called Nawal who finds herself in a situation where she has to fight for her right in her house and to fight for her daughter in a society where having a son can be a game changer.
And tell us a bit about the genesis of the project. What sparked the original idea for the story, and why did you want to make the film?
The film is inspired by a close relative of mine who was almost in the same situation. When I saw her in that situation, it raised many questions in my head, and usually the main question I get me inspired is what if. So I was like thinking, what if she says no? Is it possible for a woman in our society or in any society to say no? How the society will react? So from there, I got inspired to tell such a story.
And how did you decide on your cast, and how did you work with them to achieve your vision?
Cast, it took me so much time to decide on cast, to be honest. Almost 2 years of auditioning and casting and changing my mind and coming back to what I originally chose as a cast member. It was important for me to find a very good talent, but talent is not enough for me. It's just also I needed to understand them as human beings, what they think, how they see stuff, and how they react to certain topics in general. I'm not saying that they have to agree with me. So we agree, we disagree, and also it was important to see how they are as a human beings. Also, it was very important to understand their body language, how they look, not how they look physically, but how their eyes react to certain emotions, how they move, how they walk, how they drink. These all small details helped me to have the key to motivate them during rehearsals and during the shooting to give me the right beat at the right moment. So yeah, this is how I did it with the cast.
Tell us a bit about the shoot, being on set. What were some of the highlights, but on the flip side, some of the challenges along the way?
Well, I'm someone who loves what I'm doing. Being on set is like the happiest moments in my life, and it's just like I can't wait to go back to the set again. Challenges is for me it's work. I can't tell you, oh, we had this tough day. Maybe it was some days the weather was super cold, but it's fine. Like everybody was motivated to do their best, cast and crew, and I was blessed to work with each one of them. And I'm not trying to be romantic about it. It's the reality.
Was there a particular scene that was hard to pull off? Or when you watch it back now, do you have a favourite moment in the film?
Since we premiered in Cannes in May, I've been in a roller coaster. So and watching the film again and again with the audience and see the reaction, which always been great and very strong reaction, and to see how people connect with the film. I'm still trying to process all these feelings, and since I finished shooting last year till now, I'm jumping from one place to another, so I can't really reflect yet on what's the best moment or what is. I love it. I did the film the way I want, and I did the film that I feel at this moment works for me as a storyteller. I have these moments where I feel like, oh, I can do better here, but it's a lesson that I will try to fix or to improve in my next project. But in general, I don't have a specific moment, no.
And how would you characterise your style, the look and feel of the film? Did you take influences or cues from other films, other filmmakers? Would you say you have influences in that sense?
Well, definitely I have many films that I like and I enjoyed. This film is, it's me. It's how I see the world. It's how I want to tell stories. I'm into social drama stories, and this is a film that reflects me, my society, and how I grow up in my home country, in Amman, in Jordan. There are many films that I like, but I can tell you like a list of 100 films that are the top five for me. So inside the top five, I have 100 films with different genres, different filmmakers from different countries. So it all shaped me. Yeah.
And ultimately, what do you hope people will take away from watching the film? I guess you're putting a spotlight on an important issue, the oppression that women face, issues around morality and parenthood. What do you hope the takeaways would be?
Well, I believe that film starts when people leave the theater, when the end credits start rolling, and that's my aim, to raise questions and to open a conversation. And this conversation that happen after the film, this is what I want from the audience. And I feel till this moment, especially when I meet the audience in different part of the world where I'm going and presenting the film, that this is happening, and I'm so happy about that. Maybe I'm talking about a specific law in my country or in the Arab world, but it's also echoing other laws around the world and in the West. I think we're living in a very critical moment where we need to think, and I'm pushing people to think.
And finally, what does it mean to you to have your film here at London Film Festival? And why are festivals like this important to kind of platform films from all around the world and put them in front of a British audience?
Well, it's very important to be here. It's lovely. London Film Festival is one of the most important festivals around the world, and it's very important to share stories through this important festival with the audience that's coming to this festival. London Film Festival, like other festivals, is a very important festival, one of the main festivals, to be honest. And I'm very happy and honored to be here to share my debut feature film. Yesterday, I had a screening where I felt how people engaged with the story, and this engagement is not only coming from sympathy with the character. It's also coming from connecting with the character, which is very important for me. Usually, Western audience, they look at our stories that coming from Middle East, that it's kind of, they love it, but they say, "Oh, thank God we don't live this." With Inshallah Boy, what I noticed here in London and in other cities like Toronto, Carlo Vivari, Hamburg, wherever I'm screening the film in the West, that especially women, they are connected to the character and to the story. They relate to the struggle that the character is going through, and this is very important for me.
And just very quickly, do you know what you're going to work on next?
I'm actually working on a new film now. It's in early stages of development. It's a social thriller about secrets in families. Because as an Arab, we claim that we have strong bonds as family, and I want to challenge that through a mother-daughter story.
Oh, brilliant. Well, can't wait to see that as well. But really enjoy the rest of the time here in London presenting your film. Thank you.
Thank you.